What is up, you guys? As most of you know, suits are probably one of my most favorite things in the world. Obviously, if you're watching this video or you're subscribed to my channel, you have some type of love for the dapper look or a suit in general. So a suit is meant to make you look amazing no matter what your body type is. If you're big, tall, short, skinny, larger, it is supposed to accentuate your body and just make you look amazing. But with that, you need to have a proper fitting suit. Otherwise, everything just looks wrong. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to go over the basics of how a suit should fit. So when finding your suit, you basically have three options. You've got off the rack, made to measure, and bespoke. Off the rack are basically cookie cutter suits, the ones that you find at department stores. They're basically made for a general body type. So unless you fit that exact body type, it's not going to fit you. Bespoke is the completely custom suit where it is your own pattern. It is one of one. It is unique to you. That is why they are upwards of $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000, because it is completely your own custom pattern, suit, everything. And made to measure is right in the middle. There's already a preset pattern, but they use your custom measurements to fine tune that pattern to your body. So right in the middle. And that's what this suit is right here. This is a made-to-measure suit from Indochino. If you haven't heard of Indochino, you're probably sleeping under a rock. Indochino actually reached out to me and wanted to partner up, so they sent me this suit, and they also are giving you guys an amazing discount code. So if you're interested in that, description below. So with a made-to-measure suit, obviously you need your measurements. Indochino has some stores scattered throughout the US and Canada, so if you live next to them, go there. Otherwise, you can just have someone do your measurements for you at home, and you can plug them into your profile, and the suit is made according to those. I'm going to break up this into the jacket and the pants, so let's just get started. So the first thing you want to worry about with your jacket is your shoulders. You need to make sure your shoulders fit perfect, because the shoulders are where the jacket sits on you. It's how it drapes on your body. It gives you your silhouette. So if your shoulders are wrong, it's going to mess up the entire look. The best advice I can give you is the seam of your shoulder needs to begin where the actual shoulder bone on your body ends. Anything further than that, you're going to get dimples. Anything shorter than that, you're going to get a lot of creasing up here in the collarbone area. So the shoulder is very important, and it's also one of the hardest spots to tailor. So next up is going to be your sleeves. The length of your sleeves needs to be short enough to where you're showing at least half an inch of your dress shirt underneath it. That is just a general rule of thumb. I've seen people who do it with more dress shirt showing or less dress shirt showing. As long as your suit jacket is not going over your dress shirt to completely cover everything, or not going too short to where your whole cuff is showing, you should be fine. But the general rule is a half inch. I've seen dudes walking around San Francisco, keep in mind these are businessmen, where the jacket is literally covering their knuckles, and I'm like, are you guys serious? All you have to do is take it to a tailor and you'll look 1,000 times better. It looks so bad. Just make sure you are showing your dress shirt underneath it, okay? Also, make sure your sleeves are slim enough to where they actually define your arm. Not too tight to where you look like a sausage, but also not too loose to where it's just like a cylinder going down your arm. Make sure you can actually have some definition to your arm. Next up is your jacket length. This is going to be very important because it's either going to make you look a lot shorter than you are, it's either going to make it look like your jacket's too small, or it'll make you look perfect. For me, since I'm a short person, I like to go where the jacket reaches the knuckle of my thumb. That is my rule, just because I'm a short person. But typically, as long as you can put your arms straight down and grab the bottom of your jacket like comfortably, that should be long enough for you. You can also dictate this by making sure that the back of your jacket actually covers your butt, because it should. And the last thing on your jacket is the actual button closure. Now, you're going to want your jacket to be tight enough to where you can actually see the silhouette of your body. You want it to actually follow the form of your natural body, but you don't want it to be too tight to where your buttons are pulling, or there's tugging, or there's noticeable creasing. It'll just look very bad at that point. But on the flip side, you also don't want it to be too loose to where you're just wearing a box and it's just straight lines. You want there to be some definition and some structure in your jacket. That way it makes you look good. Alrighty, let's move into the trousers. First things first is in the waistline. To me, in my opinion, there should be no need for belt loops if you're wearing a pair of suit trousers. The whole purpose of suit trousers is to fit you nice and snug so you don't need a belt. That's the sign of a perfectly fitting pair of trousers. So, in my opinion, no belt loops are needed. That means no belt is needed. And plus, I think a belt just kind of breaks up the whole entire look. I feel like a suit is supposed to look very classic, very sleek. And I feel like a belt just kind of breaks things up and makes people look right at your crotch. So next up is the seat of your trousers, aka your butt region. This is supposed to be a spot where it's nice and snug on your butt. It's supposed to give your butt a little bit of a definition. Not too tight to where you bend over, they're gonna rip on the first time, but also not too baggy, because that's just gonna make it look like there's a lot of extra fabric. And last but not least, the legs themselves. The legs of your trousers should have a very nice tapered fit. It shouldn't be too skinny, because if it's too skinny, you're not going to be able, your pants are going to get crunched up and they're not going to be able to go over your socks. A nice tapered look where it's nice and slim through the thigh, slim through the knee, and tapered towards the ankle. That is the perfect modern sleek look that really looks good on a suit nowadays. And as for the length, for me personally, I like a no break in my pants. You can go with a half break, you can go with a full break, but for me, I like no break. That just makes it look a little bit more modern, makes me look a little bit taller, and you can choose either a cuff or a no cuff on the hem of your pants. My tip to you on that is, if you want no break, go right where your ankle bone starts. Once your ankle bone starts there, it's going to be right on the top of your shoe. It's going to give you just a nice, clean, no break pant leg. Alrighty guys, so those are the basics of how a suit should properly fit. It'll make you look defined, it'll make you look sleek and sexy. And once again, Indochino is hooking you guys up with an amazing discount. I'm talking like on their premium suits. This discount is for their premium suits. We're looking at like 800 plus for these suits, but with the discount, you're looking at like mid to high 300s. So I definitely recommend, if you have any curiosity about a suit, to check this out, because it's a very good price point and you're getting very, very good quality premium fabrics. So there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you on your suit buying adventures. Excuse me. And I will be talking to you very soon. Check out Indochino and the discount they're giving you, because I don't think you're ever going to find something like this again. So yeah. Alright guys. Bye.